Welcome to the Smite Force Chronicles, brought to you by PG&E. You like fires? You like your town blowed up? You like losing your power during, critical times in your life? Then you'll love PG&E. Yes, PG&E. I had to cancel my Monday night or my Tuesday session because of it. Hey, so you guys ready to play? Everyone excited? I was gonna say I'll take that as a no. All right, let's
yes.
Let's see here. Let's get some. I have an idea for something a little different. When we were last here, you guys have some sort of an accord now with your Black Heart friend, Mr. Samos, and not a lot of trust, but you guys are working through some of your problems. You are not sharing parts, but you have agreed to work together at least for the time being. Over closer to the golem, the team took on this giant stone golem with jazz hands, lured it into a pit where it is currently residing. The pit is roughly 25 feet deep, which puts you guys just out of reach. Now, whether or not this golem can climb out of the pit remains to be seen. Right now, it is stunned and prone at the bottom of the pit. In the same area, Glory began to battle the eyes of these skulls that were sort of watching sort of the action unfold. Once the golem went into the pit, they began to fire upon you guys. Now, earlier in the session, Alexandria had remembered that she had an inspiration card that allowed her to do a reroll. So she rerolled to regain her Baphomet's Dagger of Venom. And she did so. Unfortunately for her, the dagger, while not crushed, did bounce off the golem and land right in front of Glory, who has picked it up. Now, what's going to happen post-pickup, we don't know yet. Alexandria has made her way and over to Glory and is currently battling the eyes with her. And that leaves us to the top of the stack where we are today. Any questions? I'll take that as a no.
I have a question. Have the eyes hit anyone yet? Like, what kind of damage are they doling out here?
I don't believe anyone.
You lose a limb or something?
No, I don't believe anyone's got
anyone want to take that?
Yeah, I think it missed. All of them missed, I believe.
Yeah.
I know one shot at Alexandria and missed, and Glory, two of them shot at you and missed, right?
All right, so we got like stormtrooper level shooting here.
So far.
Yeah. So the bottom line is they're attacking you with with firebolt, right? So they're shooting. Eyes, right? Yeah, they're shooting. The eyes are each eye seems to independently be able to shoot at you. So there's a total of 4 eyes within vision or within range that you guys are aware of. So there's 4 eyes shooting at you.
I mean, if you think about it, it's got to shoot something out of one eye and watch you with the other eye, so it doesn't have full stereoscopic vision. Only so it makes sense.
And you guys have not rollen anything to understand any of the scenario or any of that jazz. So just worth noting. Awesome. So.
Oh, and we trapped the golem, by the way. I don't think you were here last week.
Yes, I was told last night at happy hour.
Yeah, happy hour. There was only 2 of us, but that's okay.
3 of us. Sandy was there.
Oh, that's right. 3 of us. So, what are we doing?
Should we throw stuff at the golem or?
Well, you've all rolled initiative, so I'm going to start the next round. Wait, did we roll initiative?
No.
We did not. No, so we're all going to roll for initiative. You guys are now all officially in battle because the other group of you were making your way over. So let me
It puts
reset
the
initiative.
lotion on its skin.
All right, go ahead and roll your initiative.
I'm not seeing
Ooh.
any of the rolls. Are you guys?
I'm seeing all of them.
Yep.
It must be in the chat. Okay. Not
Yeah,
on
they're
the
in the chat.
screen. I'm not seeing the dice go across the screen.
Oh, you know,
Aw,
because
man,
you
I
guys,
wasted a 20.
maybe that the dice view is attached to whether or not people can look at your character, right? Because the request was no one could see each other's character sheets. That maybe that applies to the dice too. If someone wants to look up dice so nice, you know, view rolls, you can do that.
I saw all the die.
Yep. Yeah,
I saw
all
it.
of them.
Oh, well then never mind.
I also saw that one.
That is not a good roll. All right. So, seems to be the standard way, Tempe, you are at the top of the stack. Things that you know about the golem already, just to remind you, it seems impervious to ranged and melee attacks. So, you've got that
Indeed.
going for you.
What's happened with the dragon cult guy? I think that's the only thing we didn't cover.
You wouldn't know.
Pyros, I can
There
come
may-
over. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you're actually, from where you're standing, you don't even know that they're coming over officially.
Okay. Well, now that the golem is taken care of, I'm more concerned about the dragon cult guy. So I want to move into line of sight of him and make sure that he's playing it square with our buddy Tyros. I can't move.
Hold on one second. PG&E's here because maybe they heard my little commentary.
Oh, thank them
So
for
give me-
sponsoring us.
Yeah, so give me 2 seconds, okay? Right with you.
Well, sure, but you're dealing with an eye.
Here we are.
Well, I'm wondering if we should be using water to try to douse out the eyes, because the eyes are shooting fire, right? So what combats fire is water. Does anybody have water?
I can conjure water, I think.
That's right.
I mean,
you
we have
can.
water skins.
I don't know. It's a
So, yeah.
theory.
Water.
So it's Tempe's turn. Tempe, you are. Let me see if you're with an eye shot of. You don't see any of the eyes at this point. You just hear some battle going on. You see in front of you a golem in a pit. He's prone.
Yeah. I'm gonna move over towards the dragon cult, but I can't move my token.
Oh, let me turn on actual movement. Sorry, guys.
It's okay.
My bad.
And Tempe, I think we're pretty sure he's sort of on the up and up and helping us.
Oh, are you? All right, calling me
We
skeptical.
made an accord last week.
We're sure he's helping us right now. I don't know if he's on the up and up, but evil
All right.
recommend.
I'm gonna go here and just ready myself.
What are you ready for?
Just readying my bow and making my skepticism of the dragon cult fellow pretty obvious.
All right, so you lock eyes with Brother Samael, and no words are spoken, but there's a visible agreement that you aren't friends. And someone who's typing, it's really loud. I'm not sure who it is.
Okay, seems that I'm ready. I got a little ready.
You are ready to go. All right. Then end your turn, and we're going to go to Tyros.
Yeah, so Tyros is going to move here by this pillar.
Okay.
Out of sight of, I believe, all of the skull eyes. And I am readying myself with my firebolt in case the stone golem comes out. Right now, hopefully he's stuck in the pit and not able to get out. I don't have any water. Where's ready? There's ready.
You would remember that you've left water on some of the corpses and in some of the water skins, and some of the items around the vault that you've explored so far.
Oh, I would have remembered that, wouldn't I?
Yep. I don't know about IRL, as the kids say, in real life, but
I'm 50. I don't know what the kids say these days.
Who do?
In that case, then, would it be all right to take back my move and walk towards one of the corpses to retrieve some water? Would you allow that?
No, I mean I would have if you had explored the idea before you moved, but since you didn't scheme, I'm not going to let you take your move back because you've realized that you've moved and you're like, oh crap, yep. I probably need water. And honestly, you couldn't have been part of the water plan anyway from way over there. So probably not. My assumption is at this point, at this point, I'm guessing that Tempe has looped you into what's going on.
Because I wouldn't have really known any of the water.
Yeah, you wouldn't have known the plan.
Nope. Okay, so I am readied with my firebolt cantrip in case the stone golem crawls out of the pit.
Yeah. We've trapped it.
And ending my turn.
All right, then Jaron, you are up.
Quick question, because I think I know, but is the reason why myself, Tyros, and Samuel started walking over was because we heard sort of some commotion, right? Or we heard something going on, so we said we should probably go see what that is.
You heard some hubbub.
So I'm gonna use my turn to turn to Samuel and say, hey, you said you came from a different direction than we. Do you know what's going on or what's over there that my comrades might be facing right now?
My fear is they've managed to attract the attention of the golem. We were able to sneak past it. And if the golem didn't get him, you have to be aware of the skull eyes.
Skull eyes? What are those?
There's various skulls throughout this vault. And their eyes, while menacing to look at, are menacing to experience. They seem to shoot some sort of a firebolt. And while they don't do a ton of damage and don't see all of that hard to destroy, we found it best just to make our way past. It did hamper our ability to explore those areas, though.
So you have no knowledge as to how to dispel them or turn them off? Then, I'm assuming?
We believe that they could have been broken. We toyed with, water, but again, we wanted to save our water because we did not know how long we would be in the vault, or how prevalent it's hot, it's lava. There's no water sources here, so we brought what we needed and didn't necessarily want to waste it on the golems. But we were pretty convinced that if we need to, we can either with ranged weapons or melee weapons douse out the eyes with our brute force.
All right, good to know. With that, then, I am just going to I think I'm gonna walk over this way. Not far, because I can't go that far. And that ends my turn.
Awesome.
That brings us to Stephanos.
I'd like to run. Can I do a perception check to see if the golem can actually climb out of the cave?
I think you would want to do an investigation check.
Okay, I'll do that.
All right. You want to do a fancy one, or do you just want to do it yourself?
I'll do it myself.
Awesome. All right. So you ended up with an endgame of 10. You're not super convinced that that the golem is locked into the pit for sure. With a 10, it doesn't look like the most agile creature, right? You can't imagine it sort of like pulling itself up, but you don't know how high it jumps. You also don't know. You don't know if how what it's what's the phrase I'm looking for? You don't know how bendable its bits are, right? You didn't spend a lot of time investigating it, and you really haven't tried to understand the creature whatsoever. You do know that any thoughts of sort of pushing rubble in and trying to bury it will probably not work to your advantage, because anything you throw into the bottom of that pit before you can fill the entire pit will likely he'll use it to raise himself up. You do see that you do the math, and you do see that the fingers of the golem can reach the ledge of the pit. So that causes you a little bit of concern. If you want to know anything else, you're really going to need to roll to understand the golem itself.
Okay, I think I'm ready to take my action.
Okay.
I would love. I'm going to douse him with my oil of slipperiness.
Love it.
Target. So, targeted. I'm going to douse him with this oil. Make him all oily so he can't not climb out of there.
Awesome. So that's an automatic. Did you wait? So you're pouring it on him, right? So I'll make that an automatic success. So I think to approximate that, he'll have to whatever he does, he's gonna have to roll with disadvantage. Sound good? So any sort of ability checks, he'll have a disadvantage. Awesome. I don't have any way to mark it. I will mark him as I'll mark him temporarily as restrained. It's just as a mental nod. He's not truly restrained, but that'll help us remember.
Okay. And then I'm going to stay here and my turn and take an action on my next.
All right. Perfect. This brings us to Glory. Glory, you're eye to eye with these skull eyes. Yeah. You feel Alexandria's presence just off to your right on the other side of that tower.
Yeah. So, I understand, like, Alexandria's probably, like, real tense right now, so I, like, look at her and I give her a thumbs up, just, like, calm down, it's cool, but
yeah.
I am gonna focus.
And you see that she appreciates that. She's a little beside herself, right? She experienced a catastrophe. So while I don't think that you've got the like we're best friends thumbs up back, right? She gives you a little bird nod, right, acknowledging your motion.
Okay, cool. But my focus is on these skulls, and they're really interesting to me because I do not run away from things. I sit down and observe and try to understand and take notes on like creatures or magical things. So these eyes are really interesting to me, and I want to I don't want to I don't want to dive in totally to kill it unless it's like. So what I want to do is know if I know anything else about these eyes or how they're conjuring those blasts. Where, like, do they have a history of protecting things? Or what's their purpose? What's their reason? Like, I want to know about these skulls. Like, what do I know?
You guys, something really odd is happening here. The only two people in the game right now are Dinjarin and Glory. You're all in the game, but it doesn't say that you own characters. So hold on. User configuration. Tempe. Save. David. User configuration. Tyros.
I see them all in the player list.
Yeah, they're in the game, but like they weren't, for some reason they weren't attached to a character.
Oh, interesting.
So let me see if that just fixed, because I went into Epic Rolls and it should have been there. Y'all are. All right. So Gloria, you were saying that you wanted to know more. You wanted to do a nature investigation sort of. So what are the, like, you're trying to know what about the eyes?
I want to know, like, their purpose and where they come from, and like how they work.
Okay, so you're assuming they're magic, right? So we're gonna do an Arcana.
I am assuming they're magic.
And we're gonna make it. Let's see, what would you know as you? Yeah, probably about this. So start epic roll.
My God.
You are lucky that you got a buff. All right, so what you know about this, these, DC 20 for David, BioBreak. What you know about these is the skulls. The skulls seem largely menacing and decorative, right? But the eyes seem to be magic. There's a consistency. The eyes all seem to be the same. They don't appear to actually be, tracking. There's no pupil. There's just this sort of these fiery balls, right? So these things are magic in a way that they have some awareness of you, but they can't move, right? From what you can tell, right? They're sort of locked into place, and they're probably serving some purpose of protecting something. Is sort of what you're surmising. So there's potentially something going on over there. And indeed, these things are shooting a very classic firebolt, right? Doesn't look like it would take much to destroy an eye.
Just some accuracy. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Then
it is worth noting that like one of the eyes is only partially you can only see it partially. So like straight in front of you to the east, to the southern skull, but to the east, the rightmost eye is under partial cover from where you're standing, just so you know. And that's all I'll give you for that 10, which was not super strong, but it was strong enough to know those basics.
Okay. Okay. Then what I want to do with that is I want to shoot the eye that's blasting me with my bone staff. And after that, I'm going to, if I don't hit it, then I'm going to move and out of its way. If it does hit it, then I'm going to stay.
Your bone staff it's a melee weapon. So you're going to move into position and hit it with it?
What? Hold on. Then I'm saying my wrong... Give me a second. Shit. And I'm saying the wrong staff. And then I'm supposed to be equipped with something from last time.
So you're equipped with... and I may not have equipped your right stuff because I did all your transition. So I'll give all of you right now, between turns, feel free to equip or unequip from your inventory. But what are you thinking that you're going to shoot with?
I was under the impression that the bone staff was not a melee weapon. Okay, so then I'm going to do Eldritch Blast, which is a cantrip, instead.
Yep. That makes more
Cool.
sense.
Okay, I'm going to do that, and I have to target... Is this the eye that is its left eye? Is that the one that's shooting me?
They're all gonna take a shot at you.
Okay.
But yeah, the one I just pinged was the closest to you.
Okay, so just so we all are aware, I'm looking at, I just options selected it, and it has those green arrows kind of, that means it's targeted, right?
Hells yeah, it is.
Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna cantrip, Eldritch Blast, normal. Jesus.
It was a hit.
Okay.
Look at that animation, huh? How badass was that?
I don't understand.
So even with even with that like 7, you can see that it took a good chunk of its hit points away. So these things are not super strong.
Okay.
You liken them to like a normal goblin, and at this point, as a level 5, a goblin wouldn't even cause you pause. You just punch it in the face and go on with your day. Right.
Okay.
So the question is how there's several of them, right? And they're not going to do they can hurt you. So you think to yourself, maybe expediency is extinguishing these would be of the utmost importance.
So is it still shooting though?
It's
Eye?
until it's destroyed. It'll.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't have a consciousness. It has one job to do, which is
Right.
shoot stuff.
Okay. Then I'm gonna just take a step out of its line of.
Well, don't forget, there's 2 more up to the northeast.
Oh. Okay. Well then.
You could step behind you could step over here.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna step over here to kind of get out of the line of sight. Oh, it won't let me.
It will if you don't try to go through the post. There you go. All right. So now if you can't see them, they can't see you. Oh, so you have one eye in the far upper left who can you have partial visibility to it.
Oh, I can't really see it. It's super dark, so I'm just gonna. It's fine, right now.
Yep.
It's fine. It's the majority of them. And then, can I ready myself, or is that an action?
That's an action. You've already taken your action, and it was a good action.
Yeah. All right, and then I'm gonna end my turn. Thanks.
Awesome. This brings us to the stone golem. Right now the stone golem is prone and unconscious, and I'm going to roll to see if this guy wakes up. Hold on.
Question for you.
Yes.
Since he is in a lava pit, does he automatically take fire damage?
He would.
Just curious.
He's
He would
also
if he-
already doused in oil.
Yeah. So he's first off he's just trying to wake up right now. So let me see here. I'm looking to see if he's immune to fire. And ironically, even though he's made of stone, it doesn't say that he's immune to fire. So I'll give it to you. He's going to take some fire damage. But first, let's see if he wakes up. Oops.
Guys, I just realized it's St. Patrick's Day.
It is. It's a 13.
Why you guys are wearing green?
I tried. I don't have... The closest I got was gray. All right, so this golem does wake up. So he's no longer stunned, but he is prone. And we're going to do fire damage on him. So I'm going to roll a 1d10. Where's my 1d10? Oops. That's a 1d12. He's going to take 6 fire damage. There you go. And that ends his turn. Now we have an eye. And it is targeting Alexandria with the firebolt. Oh, but it misses and slams into the wall. And Glory, you hear the sizzle of the stone. That ends its turn. Brother Samael. So Brother Samael sees. Boy, it's hard for me to see in this light. Hold on, I gotta put on DM vision. Oh, there we go. So Brother Samael is gonna make his way really towards Tempe because he sees the golem in that pit. That's really not his jam right now, so he's gonna head over here, right next to Dinjarin, and from his line of sight, does he see? No, he doesn't. He doesn't have access to attack anything, so that he's just going to end his turn. But he's going to ready himself. So go here and ready. Huzzah! All right, so we have the next skull targets Alexandria. And firebolt. And half cover. And misses. Ends its turn. Next skull. Doesn't see anybody. So it's hanging tight. Alexandria is targeting that first eye that was attacking her. And what does she have that she can attack with? All right, hold on. I gotta look at her character sheet. Features, inventory. She's going to attack with her crossbow. Should be a solid hit, and it's normal damage. And you guys see this eye sort of flare out. Which I have to make it flare out on myself. There you go. Now you have a one-eyed skull, in front of you. And then she's going to end her turn. This brings us to another flaming eyeball. And see, it has access to Glory, but it's partial cover. So it's going to attack Glory. And spellbook and roll. It's with disadvantage. It's normal. So it doesn't do too much damage to you, only 6 points of damage. And that ends its turn. I need you all to roll for initiative. So many dice flying around. Ooh, someone got a 20. And we start the next round. Who's at the top? Damn, Tempe. What do you have some sort of 500-point initiative bonus? You are always at the top of the round.
No, but I rolled two 20s in a row.
That's awesome, dude. Not
I
for me.
guess I'd rather have it when I'm doing something. I don't care about combat order. I'm gonna follow the dragon guy.
All right.
And
From there, you do see a skull. You do see a skull eye. Depending on where you stop, you could possibly take an attack. You'd probably have to go right about here.
I'm good.
And from where you are, yeah, you see nothing can attack you, and you can attack nothing.
Okay, am I still ready, or do I need to ready myself again?
You have to ready yourself again.
Okay. Ready. And that ends my turn.
All right. So I am going to, still hearing all the noise that's going on, I am going to go over here and try to come around this corner. So I'm at the edge of where my distance. I would like to also use my action as to go another 30 feet.
Okay. Where are you going?
I want to come down to like right over here.
All right. So as you know, to go around that, it requires an agility check to see if you step in the lava. So you can make your move, and we'll just tell you if you stepped in lava on the way through.
Okay, so move first and then
Yeah, and we'll adjust as needed.
there. And then,
All right. You want me to do it automatic? You want to do it yourself, or let me do it for you?
You said agility?
I'm sorry. Let me do it for you. It's going to be skill check. It's actually acrobatics, not agility. And you want to beat the same 10 that Glory did. And start.
Cool. I actually like this new style, so I'm glad you did it.
Yeah, I'm just going to kind of always do that unless you guys say you don't want to. Yeah, so you make it no problem. You guys see Dinjarin just sort of like tiptoe through the tulips, like fluttering across this lava. You know, you don't even really feel the heat from the lava. It was you're across it so quick. But that is you're there, and then you're in sight of two different eyes.
Yep, that is the end of my turn since I used my action to take another
To burst, yeah.
go for it. Yep.
All right, this brings us to Tyros.
All right. Seems how these eyes are easily taken out. I'm gonna move myself into position to take one out as well. Can't see from the map if I'm in line of sight.
Let me look. Where are you at? You have partial cover of the northeastern skull, just barely.
Right. Okay. So if I move here,
If you move there, let's see what happens. You have it
should
the
give
entire
me-
you have it completely, I think.
Okay. Cool.
I mean, there's that little post, but I don't know that it'll interfere with your cover. The tool will tell us if it has any cover when you try to shoot it, and I can adjust accordingly. How far is that?
Selecting target. Should I use the measuring tool?
I am. All right, it's about 100 feet, so I think you can do that fine, right?
With my cantrip, yeah.
Yeah, I just want to make sure it can go 100 feet.
I'll be using Firebolt. I've got a range
Ooh.
of 120 feet.
Awesome.
Firebolt with Firebolt.
So Tyros targets this eyeball and hits fire with fire. Square hit right in the old eyeball. And with a single shot, the eye goes dim. Dinjarin, you see you see that skull off to your left just sort of like puff out as a firebolt shoots across. And by the way, I got to say, bravo to the mod that does these these animations, because it is pretty cool to see those things shoot across that lava field.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
All right.
Alright, and from where I'm at, I think I have cover from all the other eyes, so I think I'm pretty safe where I'm at.
Indeed, you poked out an eye, and that left you unexposed.
Excellent. And with that, I end my turn.
Glory. 2 eyes down.
Yeah. I kind of just want to walk towards the eye that I shot. My interest is but also I kind of want to keep an eye on Alexandria, as I'm not ready to hand over I'm too busy to be ready to have a discussion about her dagger. But I do want to go towards the eye to inspect it more.
Okay.
Why can't... This is like really dark. The attempted token movement collides with it. I can't... Oh, I see. I have night vision.
Do you?
And I can barely see.
You're also
the shadows are going a little long. They're like,
yeah, vision enabled. You have vision. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. You have dark vision, right?
Yeah.
almost
about now?
all of us do.
Is that better?
Yeah, it's a little better. Yeah. I mean, it's still like it could.
Well, dark vision is gives you sort of the ugly grayscale version.
Oh, my computer was also being dumb. Okay, cool. That's fine. And then I think I'm at my limit of movement.
Okay.
And I'm going to shoot this eye.
All right.
With the same Eldritch Blast. Wait, can that one hit me? The one that I targeted?
Yeah. If you can hit it, it can hit you. It's partial cover though, so.
Oh, I see. Okay. When you said that it doesn't have an eyeball, I thought you meant that the shooting doesn't change. It just stays like straight ahead. Okay.
Oh no, it can shoot anything within 360 degrees.
Got it.
Oh, and you see this, like, you guys see this lightning just zap the hell out of this thing. Doing a solid 6 damage, right? So you see this eye just sort of flicker for a second, but it's still going. And that should end your turn, I think, yeah.
Yes.
All right, Stephanos, this brings us to you. The golem is covered in your oil that lasts for 10 minutes, so that'll be more than this battle. But it's still on all fours.
Yep. I'm deciding to get into my inventory and use my tinderbox to light him up. Yep. While he's covered in oil.
Okay, light him up.
So excited.
Where's my tinderbox?
She's been talking about this for days.
I love the commentary in the background.
Yeah. No, I really want Stephanie's video on so we can see this. Yeah, the little Jiminy Cricket on her shoulder.
We showed one of your YouTube videos to my son, and he was loving it.
I'm both mortified and delighted.
Now I'm thinking like, oh my god, what have I said besides like dog butts and stuff?
Yeah, I think we're safe for work mostly. Yeah, so you want to light him up? So target him.
So I had him targeted, and then I rolled my tinderbox.
Oh yeah, you're just gonna throw. So I'll do it. It's again. He has limited movement. It's gonna be automatic. So what I need you to do is to roll a 1d20, and let's see how much damage he takes.
Where can I find that die again?
Lower right-hand corner. There's all those little die. It's the. Oh, he actually rolled 2 d20s because he's down in that pit, and He's also, there's lava. So like lava plus fire, I'll give you 2d20.
But on
So
the
to
lower right,
Yeah, next to the chat, under the chat window, like there's a little die. Click the die twice and then hit roll.
under the chat. Okay. 2d20.
Yes, get him.
All right, so you do a solid 14 points of damage to the stone golem Benin. His name's Benin, in case you guys didn't know. Gloria, you had asked, you missed having the creatures having names. Notice they all have names now. So you're killing Benin.
Are you
awesome.
trying to make us feel bad for killing these creatures? Is that what?
No, not since. Was it you guys that we that did? Remember the barn, and there was one of the thieves you guys had sort of interrogated, and he went into like the deep backstory about this was just a gig. He's a contractor. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So I haven't really made you feel too bad about that, other than maybe Bob and Rob Goblin when you killed the Goblin brothers.
Oh, Bob and Rob.
Can I finish my turn with a move?
Yeah, you can absolutely. You have all of your movement left. You can move, I believe, 25 feet.
I'm gonna try to circle around this hole to get towards Alexandria.
All right. So you're going to go the long route or the short route? Like, are you going down here, up here, or around here?
I'm going down the second location that you pointed to.
All right. So all you'll have to do an agility to see if you fall in the pit on that edge.
Oh god. Okay. Can I take back that and take the longer route?
Yeah,
Would that
absolutely.
be the danger route? Yeah.
Yeah, you'll have the longer route. You'll have the agility check against the lava.
This sounds neither of them good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there's also that bridge going over the lava, and no one knows where that goes. So.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna go here. Oh, I can't move.
You should be able to. You can't drag it?
No, I cannot.
Did we have this problem with your character before?
Potentially.
Okay, let me like, so this is 25. Oh, 25 feet will be right about. Yeah. Well, that's 20 feet. You want to go here first? And then 5 more?
Sure. Yeah.
All right, so here's here. I'm hoping it doesn't activate the pit. It did not. Good. And then here's your 25 feet. All right, and let me have you roll an agility. Hold on, or acrobatics. 1 second, Stefanos. Acrobatics. And it's not too bad. So this is only beating. Well, you don't have to roll that yet. Well, I'll give it to you. So let me cancel. But you rolled a 20, so you leapt over this thing, and you saw the golem sort of like do one of these things, but no, actually he's on all fours. He doesn't do diddly. And you find yourself sort of in that hallway, right? Oh, by the way, the golem is on fire.
Nice.
All right, that ends my turn.
Awesome. This brings us to Alexandria. She's going to go next to Glory, but she's giving you space, right? So she's not right on top of you, but she's going to help you with this eyeball. So actually, she's going to be right about here, right? So, so as to make it known that she's with you, but at the same time, she's helping. And then she's going to shoot with her crossbow. And there we go. And normal. And that little guy winks out. Whoosh. So this skull is now completely extinguished. You have one eye remaining. That ends her turn. Brother Samael, So, Brother Samael, what would he do? I think Brother Samael at this point is going to head the way of... How far can he go? Let's see. 30 feet. Yeah, that's it. So that's the end of his movement. He does have partial line of sight for this guy, so he's going to take a shot. I think. What's his?
Doesn't he only have a sword?
No. You know that he has a sword, but you have no idea what's going on within his
Inventory.
Yeah. So he's hitting it with Sacred Flame. Oh, but it was a 60-foot range, and he's at 65 feet, so he can't do that. So you see him sort of shake his hand off because that's just not going to work. So what can he do? He does have. He pulls out this like little Bart Simpson contraption, and you see he has got a slingshot. So he's going to whack this thing with a slingshot. It's the only ranged weapon he has. And he does hit with the little slingshot. And you see this little pebble go thwack. Only does 2 points of damage, but every little bit counts. Am I right? I am indeed right. And that ends his turn. So, this glowing eye sees Dinjarin standing there and attacks with its firebolt. Ah. Unfortunately, it slams right into that column. So even though it could sort of see Jinjarin peeking, it wasn't quite within range. And that takes us to the stone golem, who has to roll 2d20s. And he takes 25 points of fire damage. And he uses his action to stand up. Poor guy. He has so much crap going wrong, right? So he's no longer prone, and that ends his turn. I need you all to roll for initiative. Man, you guys are getting this combat thing down. Like, we're just flying through this. All right. Oh, I have to roll for Alexandria. My bad. Well, for a change, Tempe did not win the initiative race. So we got that going for us. All right. So next round begins. It's Brother Samael. So Samael is going to sort of head over next to Dinjarin. Actually, no, he's going to go halfway, 10 feet at first. Which should give him line of sight to that skull. And now he's going to try, this time, he's going to try his Sacred Flame.
Does he need to do an acrobatics check?
Yeah. Let me finish this, because yeah, you're right, I need to. Sorry, that was a good call. All right, so he only did 2 points of damage. Again, he's not strong with the damage, it seems, on this round of things. Now he's got to roll his acrobatics check. So attributes. acrobatics. He has to beat a 10. He does not. So this was a 1d10. So on his way through, Brother Samuel takes 4 points of damage. And that ends his turn. Oh wait, he has the rest of his movement left, so he went 10. Right, there we go. So he's going to head over to next to Mr. Dinjarin. Ends his turn. This brings us to Tempe.
Just gonna move. I don't think anyone can see me. I can't see anything. I don't think.
From where you are, you see nothing.
Nothing. Okay, I'll continue to ready my bow.
Right, so you are readied. The wings of readiness are with you.
Did anyone else have the whole thing like refresh?
No.
Oh, okay.
Odd. So Alexandria is going to take flight and fly to... Can she make it there? 50 feet. To here. And then she's going to target this eyeball and attack it with her crossbow. All right. And attack. Oh. Shit. She has no ammo left. So she cannot attack it with her crossbow. So instead, she's going to throw a dart. Nope, she doesn't have it equipped. So she's going to... Holy smokes. What is she going to do? Nope, not that. She's going to throw a dagger. She has regular dagger, so she's going to throw a dagger. And there should be no cover for that, so I don't say why it's that. Normal. And she does 11 points of damage. And this thing winks out. One second. Boom. So that winks out. And as that fourth eye winks out, the golem goes dark. So the golem just stops moving. Its light goes off, and there's just this sort of like, it's now like a camp, fire pit, as opposed to a menacing golem. So this thing has just sort of been winked out. Glory gets to go to move. I'm sorry, Alexandria can move, I believe, 65 feet when she flies, and she went 50, so she has 15 more. And she's going to land right here and end her turn. But you are all out of combat, so let's end combat. All right, you guys ready for this? Ready for your XP?
Good job burning the golem, by the way. That was genius.
Thanks.
So so you guys beat a stone golem, which gave you guys, some pretty significant experience points. And as such, because you're no longer in battle, I'm gonna turn off that music. So, the vault goes silent. The sounds you hear are those of sort of the ambient sounds of the lava sort of sizzling away. You guys smell whatever a burning stone golem would smell like, sort of laying in the bottom of that pit. I'm actually going to apply dead to him. Officially. And turn him into an item pile. I don't think he has anything, but yeah. Oh, so he does have some stuff. So yeah, there is an item pile, if anyone cares. It's the stone golem. It's in that pit, but you'll have to climb into the pit to get it, and it is full of lava. So it's your call.
Oh, never mind.
The eyes, of course, turn into nothing. So I'll let you guys all do one more move and decide where you want to go. It was interesting. I just wanted to point this out. It was interesting that everyone took the long route through the lava. Also could have went just the normal route between these two boats and around to the south. But
that's where I'm headed.
All right, I'm gonna head over. Seeing Alexandria fly across that bridge, I'm gonna head over to right here.
Okay. I'll let you guys move into your places. Just move move the length of your current move, and I'll see if anything happens. Right. So don't just go 75 feet. So go 30 feet at a time.
There we go.
All right. So we're gonna do the South Passage narrative first because we haven't done narrative in a long time, you guys.
I also want to attune to something. So whenever we can do that.
That's a long rest.
Damn it.
All right. So here's a little, because narratives don't know what you're actually doing in real life. Play with me here. So down to the south, as the golem head moved, it's already dead. You guys were making yourself along that, that wall, and you see these two giant skulls. Now they had these sinister lights in their eyes. They no longer do. And they're no longer watching the golem's every move, right? Because they've been extinguished. So you've got that going for you. But you also notice something else, Glory and Dinjarin, who are closer. In the depths of this dark and mysterious cave, a glowing purple gem floats in a decorative hole carved out of the wall. The gem is a dazzling blue, emitting a bright and ethereal light that illuminates the area around it. The gem is surrounded by mysterious etchings depicting ancient runes and symbols that seem to have been etched into the stone itself. The etchings sort of form a maze-like decoration surrounding the gem on all sides. The maze is intricate with twists and turns, and at its center lies this glowing, purplish gem, actually. The walls of the maze are tall and imposing, creating a sense of awe and wonder for anyone who lays eyes on this thing. Below the gem, a magical fire burns, adding to the sort of mysterious and otherworldly atmosphere. The fire is blue and white and whatever, ignore the colors in the image, casting and flickering lights on the wall of the cave and illuminating the gem with an ethereal glow. The fire creates warmth and is inviting, but also a sense of caution, as the fire is magical and could be dangerous to those who are not careful. So that is in the wall, and it is just to the, where are you guys at? It's just to the left of a treasure chest. So right about here. All right. So that's that narrative. Up by Alexandria, what she sees behind her is, in the depths of this fiery vault, a treacherous bridge spans across a river of lava. The bridge is made of ancient stone, its surface cracked and worn, making it a dangerous crossing for any adventurer. The heat emanating from the lava is intense, and orange-red light illuminating the area around the bridge, casting an eerie glow on the crumbling stone structure. Right, the bridge itself is fairly wide, with roughly 10 feet or so, more like 20 feet. The bridge itself is wide enough for maybe 3 people to pass at any given time, making it inviting yet treacherous. The bridge is old and unstable structure, and it could collapse at any moment or not. But you do know that the lava below it is sort of deadly and unforgiving, right? And she also sees a menacing skull, right? Which this rigmarole. Also off to the left, she sees at the end of the bridge to the northeast, there is a treasure chest that tempts you with the promise of riches and treasures. The chest is made of ancient wood reinforced with metal bands locked away at heavy, iron padlock. The chest is old and sturdy container, but the locks are old and rusty. It could be forced open with enough effort. And similarly to what you guys saw down there, she sees a mysterious blue gem. In the depths of this dark, mysterious cave, a glowing blue gem floats in a decorative hole carved out of the wall. Its dazzling blue, emanating bright ethereal light, illuminates the area around it. I'm not going to read this again. We literally just read this a second ago. Same deal, etchings, maze, whatever else, otherworldly fire. So this gem is just sort of floating there. All right, now I'm going to give everyone their next free move and to go from that. So make your moves to where you want to be. Don't open any chests or anything until I okay the next moves.
Did the lava dim? The entire cavern seems so dark now.
Oh,
It's
see,
as if
right now for me.
it's as if there were 4 glowing eyeballs that have been extinguished. But let me look at each of your characters' dark vision to make sure that you have the dark vision you're supposed to have.
I have dark vision. I can barely see anything, and I can't move my head.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, why can't you move your character?
No idea.
Bye.
Hey, Stephanos, do you have on the left hand of the screen both the character icon and the square icon highlighted?
Character icon.
Like the top 2 icons on the left of the screen.
No, just the
Token
character icon.
symbols and
Select both
Select
the top
tokens.
2 ones, and you'll be able to move around.
I see. That's what
Thank
I
God.
missed.
So it's user error. That's good.
Got it.
Can you pinpoint on the map where the blue gem is?
Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm making sure that everyone's vision is proper. Curtis, you have dark vision enabled. It looks like it's working for you. Who else was dark?
I have dark vision
It seemed
enabled.
really
but
dark for me.
yeah.
Tyros, looking at your dark vision.
Maybe because of where I was standing, I couldn't see.
Yeah, it says vision's enabled.
Okay.
Oh wait, hold on. You should have dark vision should be 120 feet, right?
Yep.
No, that's me. He should probably only have 60.
Was that you? Oh,
Oh,
I
I'm
only
sorry,
60?
60. Yeah, 60. Update token. Okay, so that yours is enabled. Anyone else having an issue with their light?
Me, but I'm wondering if I'm just like behind too many pillars.
I'm even trying to find you. Oh, there we are. Stefanos, let me look at yours.
Yeah, I think you did it where it was black if it's not areas we can see, right? Because I noticed there's a lot more black areas now.
Oh, so no, the only light that you're getting is emanating from the lava. It's dark.
Yeah.
You extinguish the 4 so if you don't have your dark vision normally is 60 feet, which is a lot shorter than you think it is. So you can't see beyond 60 feet, and it'll be in grayscale. So I have you select a Stefanos, and you're seeing exactly what you should see.
Okay.
Tyros, you as well. Like you can see the bridge where the lava is a lot easier, right? But if you look to the south, it sort of fades away. So you guys do also notice that there is there's a tunnel going south down some stairs. You've got a bridge going north across some lava. It looks like it looks like you could easily jump from point A to point B, right? Without much problem. There'll be a little agility check, but that remains to be seen. Then Jaran, where's Glory? I missed Glory. Okay, Glory's at the end of the bridge. So the gem is right where I'm pinging right here. You see it?
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Then
Right.
all right.
So everyone take your next moves, and we'll go from there.
There were 2 gems, right? One
There's
near
a gem. Yeah,
where
there's
you-
a gem for each skull.
Got it. Okay.
So it looks like Glory's standing in front of the gem. Dinjarin is standing in front of the chest. Glory, you'll have first access to the gem. Dinjarin, you'll have first access to the chest because you guys arrived first. Alexandria has access to both the gem and the chest, unless anyone wants to make their way over. And Stefanos, you have yourself targeted for some reason. All right, so has everyone made their moves?
I was just gonna get
Tyros
ready
had
to
turned
jump to the
brother.
other side.
Did you want to jump to the other side, you said? Yeah, you can jump.
Try.
You can jump here or over here.
Okay.
All right, so you'll jump on your next. Oh, actually, I'll let you jump this turn. You go ahead and do that. All right, let me fire up an acrobatics for you. Hold on. Loop, 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 loop. Acrobatics, and this is a standard 10. Worth noting, if you fumble, you land in the lava as opposed to just taking some damage. So ready, start epic roll. I think you got this.
Yeah, I have pretty good dexterity.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so you guys see Tempe trying to jump across, but at the last minute the edge crumbles and Tempe finds himself here. And sadly he also finds himself here.
Oh my god.
So do a roll a 1d10 for me. See how much fire damage you take. Oh, you couldn't have asked for a better roll. So Tempe only takes
ones in a row.
You won a 1. That's good. So you're on fire. And because you're not in combat, you don't have to wait till your next turn. So you took 1 point of damage. You're on fire. You crawled back out of the lava. We're going to extinguish the fire from you now. And you are now under that pillar.
My water skin and douse myself.
Dinjarin just starts yelling, duck and roll around, fall and roll.
Stop, drop, and roll.
Stop, drop, and roll.
Stefanos and Tyros, I'll let you guys do your final move now, wherever you want to be. Stefanos, you first. All right, so she's going to stand next to Dinjarin. And then Tyros, you want to do your final move?
Yeah, I'm just gonna come down this way here as everyone else seems to be going for gems. I'm just going to be readied in case anything comes down this hallway.
So what you see, Tyros, we'll do you first. So what you see, as you continue your journey through the vault, you come upon a dark tunnel heading south and away from the river of lava and the main vault. The warm air that flows through the tunnel provides a small comfort, but the darkness is oppressive and a little bit foreboding. It's roughly 20 feet wide, slopes slightly downward, making the journey ahead a little uncertain. Every 30 feet or so, there's wooden beams supporting the ceiling, reminiscent of a mining tunnel. The walls are rough and warm to the touch, and the sound of warm air sort of echoes through the space. As you advance further into the tunnel, you see it splits off into 2 directions, to the left and to the right. The tunnels both fade into darkness, leaving you with the eventual choice to make if you go down this tunnel. Will you venture to the left or to the right? The unknown awaits them and awaits you in either direction, as you must choose wisely to continue your journey, if you choose to go this way. Your inner voice is like, that's a whole lot of dark ahead. Left or right, or perhaps we focus on the now, right? The sound of nothingness whispers in your ear, your mind filling the blanks with all sorts of imagined sounds. Shout out for that narrative. That was pretty solid. Anyway.
Solid.
All right, so let's move up next. So Dinjarin, you have access to the chest. You can open it and do your worst. And in about 10 seconds, I'm going to let Stefanos access the chest if she so chooses. So you do you.
First, just want to make sure there's no traps before I open it. I do want to open it, but...
Okay, a roll an investigation. You want me to fancy it or just regular?
I'll just do it regular.
All right. Yeah. There is not a single trap on this thing. This feels safe as a baby's bottom. Wait, no, that would be soft. Soft as baby's bottom. So you guys hear this chest open. You see it sort of open up. That means within visual, you have. I'll let you take like one or two things if you want. Otherwise, I'm going to give Stefanos, let her open up too, and she can pull out what she wants.
Okay. That's fine. She could do that.
All right, Stefanos, you can also open up the chest.
By the way, all of that narrative that you had for the mine or the shaft or whatever it's called was not posted in the chat. Is that on purpose?
Yeah, it was just the picture.
It's just, yeah.
Oh,
I'm gonna
hold on. And you can take what you want out of the chest while we're doing this. My bad. I went to I took the wrong button.
Very cool. Thanks.
I'm gonna take the vicious blowgun.
Ooh, the vicious blowgun.
Primitive but deadly weapon favored by tribes and guerrilla fighters. Darts fired from the skin can puncture and deliver lethal doses of venom. I'm gonna leave the potion of superior healing and potion of poison for the others.
Okay, go ahead and take what you want.
There's also 53 gold bars and 30 gold coin.
Oh, I can go ahead and grab this and put it in the party inventory.
Party inventory is dropped behind you now.
Perfect. So
I made it hard to miss. I made the party inventory fancier for you guys.
Nice. Can we use it as a light source and just carry it around for it? Drop it every once in a while?
You technically you could.
Are you putting it in, Stefanos?
I actually don't know that what I did put it in. I kept on clicking on take.
So you've got to take the stuff and put it in your inventory before you can put it in the party inventory.
Yeah, if you up it to the full amount, and then I can go. And
then if you hit split the consortium 5 ways, that just gives all of you some gold. Do whatever you want to do, though.
I can take this
and you guys are not seeing in the chat any you guys aren't seeing what people are taking. I'm just wanting to make sure. Like, they're telling you what they're doing, but I just want to make sure that you guys aren't seeing chat messages. Only I should see them and then them.
Oh, okay. So I have to open up the party inventory to put something in.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. I put the gold in there.
All right. So what's left in the chest is a potion of poison and potion of superior healing. Can I make a recommendation that you, like, if you're going to leave it for someone else, just put it in the party inventory and they can always grab it from there?
Okay. I'll go ahead and take it and put it in.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. While they're doing that, Glory, you're looking at this gem, sort of hovering in that wall. What are you going to do?
I want to know if there's anything I can sense about it, if there's, like, I don't know, is there anything that I know about it or anything I can learn from it? I don't want to just, like, go out and touch it. I want to see if there's anything I know. And then...
Okay, so that would be, let's do first in the roll. I'll do this here. First roll an investigation check. Okay. And start epic roll. All right. And let me see what you know about it. What did you get? You got a 20. Pretty good. Do you guys all see the result, by the way? Where it says Glory 20?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I thought it would, I can turn that off. All right, so this is the purple gem, right? So, there's this bright, you can tell this is magical fire, right? You don't feel any heat emanating. So, maybe that's not so much fire as some sort of magics to make it float, but you'll need to roll an arcana. It could be just a way to call out to sort of this thing is very special, right? What else? You look a little closer, and let me send this to the chat. Right. Etched in the wall, above this gem is the word immute. Immute. It looks like this thing is it radiates magical energy, emitting a bright purple light. It sort of illuminates that area around it. It's partially encased in a mixture of metal and dragon scales, sort of adding to its sort of mystique and power. Right. This sort of metal casing is intricately designed with swirling patterns and intricate etchings. Depicts dragons and other mystical creatures. The dragon scales are deep blue. They glimmer in the light of the gem, and the combination of metal casing and dragon scales gives the gem a sense of strength and protection, as if it's guarding the powerful magic within. The gem itself is stunning. Is a stunning sight with its bright and radiant energy. It's cut in a unique, intricate design with facets that capture the light and reflect it mesmerizingly. In a mesmerizing display. The gem radiates magic clearly. Anyone that near it, that would be you. You feels that energy, pulsing from it, calling them out. To anyone who would dare seek their power, right? And your inner voice is like, immute, purple, so shiny, reminds me of something, not sure what. And it sort of calls out to you to take it.
Okay. I'm going to succumb to its calling, and with my eyes just, in awe of this gem, my hand reaches out slowly, and very gently palms it and pulls it closer to pull it closer to me.
It offers no resistance. It is cool to the touch. And if you look in your inventory, you now see that you have this gem. Same story up north. Alexandria is going to do two things. One, she's opening the chest. And see what she's going to take. Ooh. Hold on. One second. I hit escape. All right, so Alexandria is going to do her thing. Who's within earshot of Alexandria? Anyone? Couple of you. So she's going to sort of shout over her shoulder a couple of things. She says, "Hey, everybody! There is a potion of superior healing, and it looks like some poison. There's a bunch of gold. Hold on. Let me just make sure that this stuff is going in here." Delete. Where are you, Tempe? Are you within eyesight of her?
Under that beam of Alexandria, yes.
Yeah. So you see her pull this really fancy bow out of this, out of this treasure chest. It looks pretty incredible.
Ooh, hey, what you got there?
Some sort of a
bow. I haven't really taken a look at it too closely yet.
Oh, you mind if I check it out?
In a moment. Hold on one moment. Let me. I'm just rifling through this stuff.
Everybody's so stingy with their weapons.
so she looks at the bow and thinks a little bit about her dagger. This bow seems very special. But in a sort of a show of good faith, I think she knows that you're a ranger, so she's going to trade with you. Or actually, I don't think she has to. She's going to drag it to your inventory. I think I can just do that. So you guys see Alexandria hand over something to Tempe. Let me see if it goes there. Yeah, so look in your inventory. Are you sharing with the team what it is?
Sure.
All right, so you find yourself in the possession of Baphomet's bow of the sworn enemy, right? So when you knock an arrow on this bow, it whispers in Elvish, "Swift defeat to my enemies." And when you use this weapon and make a range attack, you can, as a command phrase, say, "Swift death to you who have wronged me." And the target of your attack becomes your sworn enemy until it dies or until dawn 7 days later. You have only one such sworn enemy at any given time. And when your sworn enemy dies, you can choose a new sworn enemy for the next dawn. When you make a ranged attack with this weapon with your sworn enemy, you have advantage on that roll. In addition, your target gains no benefit from cover other than total cover. So anything partial cover is ignored. This thing will find its way. And you suffer no disadvantage due to long range. So if the attack hits, your sworn enemy takes an extra 3d6 piercing damage. That's pretty significant. While your sworn enemy lives, you have disadvantage on attack rolls with all other weapons. So this bow wants to be your BFF, and it does not like you having other friends.
Well,
now you're cognizant of a couple of other things. For instance, you do recall that some people in your party had mentioned that they had found Baphomet's arrows, and you're wondering if it's part of a set.
probably. I mean, I'd assume so. I also have a vicious dagger, and I know that Alexandria is out of dagger. I can give it to her or give it to Glory if they both will miss having a dagger.
So Stephanos, out loud says,
I was tempted to keep this bow, as Glory has my Baphomet's dagger of venom. But in my heart, I feel that she will probably return it to me, especially after witnessing this good deed that I have done. Where I've not taken something that would be very useful to you and kept it for myself. So I'm hoping this shows my good intent, and that at some point I can be reunited with my dagger. For I am attuned to it, and it hurts my heart to not hold it.
I think you're right about that.
Um,
But I do have a dagger if you want it.
and she's good. She has
Right.
some dagger. She's going to really hold out and hope that she gets the Baphomet's dagger. She's going to move out of the way after she's going to also grab that gem from the wall. And her gem was blue, I believe. And let me pull it into her inventory. So you now have a blue gem and a purple gem. And her gem, let me open this up. Sorry, I'm navigating a lot of windows, you guys. I want to give you this narrative, which is slightly different than the other narrative, but just slightly. So, in the chat, same MO, right? There's this gem floating in the fire, and just above it, you can barely make out the word Miar, right? You guys see that in the image? I think you can right click the image and view. Can you click the image and view? Oh, you know what I'm going to do? This will help you guys. How about that? Is that good? I should have done that with the purple gem. You would have discovered that word a lot easier. Mior. Right? So, it radiates that same magical energy, right? It's partially encased in that same mixture. It's a different color. It's a different gem. And Alexandria thinks Mior, blue, so blue, Mior, blue. I got nothing, right? So she doesn't really necessarily recall anything, but she does now have this in her inventory, and she's somewhat delighted. And so she looks across the lava at you, Glory, and uh-oh, can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Perhaps these gems work in concert.
And then
I
sort
would
of
assume they do.
so maybe they're part of a larger cause. There is still there's still stuff in the Alexandria's gonna fly over to the bridge.
As she said that to Glory, I kind of look over my shoulder back at Samuel just to see what his reactions are to them taking the stones.
Yeah, so he's moved over here, and he's standing sort of on the edge of this bridge, and he's looking interested but alarmed and concerned. You don't know if it's because you're just grabbing stuff from the walls and what will happen, or if it's because these are maybe the artifacts that he was looking for. Because you remember as you're sort of doing this that he had mentioned that they had skirted these skulls and they'd skirted the golem, so they didn't spend any time investigating them.
Can I, looking at his body language and on that, can I ascertain anything more? Like, can I tell if he's like eyeing the gems more intently, or if he's just kind of looking at them as if he's like, oh, those look like just interesting.
Yeah, you can. Here, let me. I'll have you roll an insight check.
Nailed it.
Come on, something good.
Jesus. Okay, so ask specifically what you wanted to know, and I will tell you the exact answer for 24.
So I want to know, beyond just what you told me, like, does it look like he knows exactly what those things are? Like,
Yes.
Can I tell if that is what he's looking for?
These are clearly what he was looking for.
Okay. Cool.
Well,
So
let me rephrase that. These are at least part of what he was looking for. They're part of some puzzle, right? And you can tell that his body, he tenses up a little bit, right? Because, your insight tells you that he was probably hoping to, as you guys were going, find these things in advance of you, but he did not make his way across fast enough.
Got it. Okay, cool.
Tempe, you're welcome to move to that chest if you want to take what's left in there.
Let's crack her open.
And I'll also move the party. I'll move the party inventory over here by you as well. By the way, you guys have access to the party inventory no matter where it is on screen.
Yeah, I would assume.
Yeah.
You're too far away to interact with this. There we go.
Yeah, you have to move.
Potion of poison, potion of superior healing, pale mail, yield, gem ruby, gold, and gold. More gold. All right, let's split the currencies. Take the gold, split it. Oh, take. Oh wait, I don't want the shield. Crap.
While Tempe is foraging the chest, I just wanted to let you all know that this bridge seems solid. I came down gently, but I have since moved around a bit, and I feel that structurally it'll be fine if anyone wants to come across this bridge. But I do wonder where we go next. Are we heading to the north? There's a passage, and then to the south there's a passage.
Right. I'm gonna put. So once I take all this stuff, I can just drag it into the party storage, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Right. Cool. I'll do that. I'm gonna keep the scale mail.
All right. And time check. It's 1:16.
Oh. Yeah.
And David, I thought you were supposed to go pick up your son.
My wife went and did that.
You were just having too much fun.
I was. I didn't want to leave.
So I think what we'll do is once you guys choose a direction, we'll get you sort of, or if you're splitting up, whatever you're going to do, we'll get you guys pointed in the right direction, and then we'll end for the day. I heard we're off next Friday, which is a bummer. No, I'm glad we're off, but
we are.
Are we?
Yep.
Yep.
Wellness day.
Wait.
Samuel is he's pointing north, correct? From what I could see.
Samael is he's looking across at Tempe and Glory.
Does it seem like he's like heading towards a specific direction?
Right now it looks like he's very flustered, right? Because you both took what he wanted, and I think he's trying to figure out what this party is going to do next.
Okay. So what do you guys think? You think we should split up and some head south, some head north?
Yeah.
I think we should ask Samael what he knows about this whole area. We haven't really, now that he's sort of with us, it would be good to know what he knows of these caverns and where his team has explored.
I can't see where you are, so
when we
am...
made our way in, we came from the north across this very bridge, and passed within that tunnel a skull very similar to the ones along this east wall. I know not what is to the south. We avoided it as there was a golem.
then
Is there anything from the north that you haven't had a chance to explore, or has your team explored that area?
We made our way quickly past. We made our way quickly past the skull with glowing eyes in the tunnel. And I will say that these are dark tunnels that we did not go through slowly, and we're stealthy through the most of the journey. But we did hear skitterings and scutterings and sounds that will keep you up at night.
How did your friends die? Seemed like they got burned.
Yeah, it does seem like they got burned, doesn't it?
So how'd they
almost
die?
like someone with a smell may have done something.
I'd like to know how they died as well. When I last left them, we were fighting a minotaur and got separated by the beast. I headed into the safety of that room, and they were to the northwest. After that, I don't know what happened. I had expected them to come for me, but instead, you came for me. So I ask you, how did my friends burn?
We don't know. We came upon them. They were already charred.
Did you loot their bodies before you charred them?
We didn't char them.
So you looted their dead, charred bodies, is what you're saying.
Yep.
Yep.
That's the laughter of Dinjar, and he's just laughing maniacally. And then I suggest we split. I suggest we split up. One group go north, one group go south.
Team North.
And
I'll go
is my
south.
voice normal again? Because my
Yeah.
Steam Deck
Yes,
seems
it
to
is.
have paused. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So he sort of goes a little silent. He realizes that, well, maybe you didn't kill his comrades, but you definitely did not care about their deaths, and had no problem rummaging their lifeless, burning bodies.
We did what any adventurer would have done, and I'm about 100% sure the exact same thing Samael and his team would have done had they come across some burnt, charred bodies.
Yeah. Sorry, not sorry.
So who wants to be team south? Who wants to be team north?
I'm already south, so I'm fine
Yeah.
heading down this way.
I'll head south.
You ones in the middle need to figure it out.
All right.
I was
So
gonna say,
everyone,
I kind of take a look at Alexandra to see which way she's going.
North.
she's gonna head north.
North, then I'm gonna go south.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna gather. So I'm gonna move you guys. I'm gonna turn off movement.
I'll head north as well, just so
yeah.
that you.
All right. So I'm gonna move people
Toss her
into.
dagger first.
That's what, honestly, I think that's something I hadn't thought about. I hope this voice doesn't freeze my computer, but we'll see what happens.
Glory, as we part ways, I'd appreciate it if perhaps you could give me my dagger back. It was my most formidable weapon. I just handed Tempe Baphomet's bow. You already hold Baphomet's sword, and I'm feeling featherless in my body, and would love to have my dagger back. It is attuned to me, and it hurts my heart the farther I get from it.
Totally, I'm willing to do that, but you stole some things from me. In fact, you've stolen a lot of things from me in the past. And I'm not really in the mood to be so kind to hand it over with nothing in return.
Could you tell me what I've stolen from you?
In fact, I can. You have stolen the bar. You knew that that was something I wanted, and so you went and stole that bar before I could get to it. And then
Is this about the immovable rod?
no, it's not about that. I just don't trust you, to be honest. Also, when Ariel, when she was all around, and she stole from my unconscious body because she didn't trust me, you took that eventually, and you never gave it back to me.
Her transgressions are not my transgressions.
No,
I but held her things for her. She gave these things to me in good faith.
No, because
I had nothing to do with the theft.
No, because I asked for it and you didn't give it to me. So how about
so
this?
what specifically did you want?
I would like. Well, I have a separate question on her character. She's chaotic, evil. Is that what it is?
I've not specifically shared with you my alignment.
Yes, you have. Yes, you have.
Not in character. I have not. Your access to my character sheet in the past has nothing to do with your memory.
I'm coming across a little distracted because why do I have to offer something she should be offering me? So like I'm distracted, you know, we've got these two things going, like we have got these two rocks going on right now. Like that seems like higher priority. Like I get that you like this dagger. It's just not a priority for me right now. You're not really giving me any reason to, like I don't owe you anything. You don't owe me anything. So we're kind of in a neutral party right now.
Well, you do have the dagger that I attuned to, that I committed to.
Yeah, and I can attune to it too. So, you know.
Do you think you can?
I can, yeah. It offers it in the thing.
Ladies, and bird people, you can argue about rods later. Let's just make it and move north and south.
I'm just.
Well, just so you all know, you're heading into. You're asking me to head into the dark tunnel with nothing but standard weapons,
unarmed.
And I appreciate.
Figure it out.
You know, I appreciate your hostility to me, and I too would not trust me any more than I trust you. However, I have shown good faith. I have stolen nothing from you. She gave me these artifacts to hold because she found you sneaking off and doing things without any awareness of the party or any consideration. So I do not know what items specifically you would like from me. I'm happy to return them to you. All I ask is for my dagger.
All right, let me see your inventory.
Here's the trust, people. We've smited together for
Dude, shut up.
ages.
You're not part of this. Nobody asked for your opinion. Like, go away. Like,
I'm getting bored.
Swat away. Like, you left me in the lava. You all are expecting me to be so like trying for your. No, stop. No.
I say,
All y'all are asking that I, you know, get your approval on things. How about your approval for me, right? No. You left me in the lava.
All I'm saying is you guys should just make a deal so we can move on.
Yeah, I said maybe this is not the best time to argue over this right now because we don't know what's around. Alexandria, I have weapons you can use for now. I will provide you a few weapons. We can figure this out after we're out of the deadly lava pits, perhaps.
Why are you guys inserting yourselves in this conversation? That's
We're
my
just
question.
keeping our eye on the big picture. I don't care who has what.
Who's fighting? Two women or a bird and a demon come together to have a discussion and you guys automatically think that we're fighting? I think that's a
No,
little sexist of
I'm
you.
just saying,
Accurate.
let's just make a deal so we can move on.
You guys already
Friends,
went down
comrades,
anyway,
friends.
didn't it?
Friends, I am so sorry. I did not mean to cause this strife amongst all of you. I truly appreciate your support. If Glory insists I head into the tunnel armed with only standard weapons, I accept that. I just ask that anyone with potentially magical weapons come with me, and we can deal with this later. I do not
I'll come
know.
with you. You gave me
Oh
the
my
bow.
god, you
Let's
all
do
need
this.
therapy.
I do
that
not
is
know.
manipulative.
I do not know
To
what she
any
wants
of
from
you,
me.
Like,
What's therapy?
that's narcissism, everyone.
just
like,
know-
oh, victim me? Come on, I'm out. I'm
I-
done.
I
I'm
do
done.
know.
I'm not doing it.
I do know, Glory, that I hold nothing magical beyond a black dragon cult cave note, an empty vial that used to contain some green fluid, and I do have the black cult of the dragon bag of holding, as you all know, along with Baphomet's orb of summoning, which I got fair and square as I flew across to get it. I stole none of those things from you. But I do want to call out that I know you've picked up Baphomet's Dragon Slayer from Dinjarin. You have my dagger of venom. You have attuned to Baphomet's orb of dragonkind, and Baphomet's arrows of dragon slaying you've picked up. I've tracked all of the mystical and amazing items and wondrous things that you've not shared with the rest of the party. I had but one possession.
By the way, as Alexandria is saying all this, I'm eyeing Samuel just to see his reaction to the things that we're saying we have. That now he knows, just
Okay,
to
hold
see if he's like.
I've never
She-
hidden what I own from the team, first of all. Second of all, she wouldn't have had access to that information if she was here.
So she would have had access to that information.
Why? Why don't I have access to her information then?
You have access to. That's why she shared with you. You have access to all of the things that you would have known as a party, right? Like in the same day. Like she saw you get these things, so she's not crawling your inventory or anything. In fact, nor did I.
But wait.
Yeah.
Hold on. How then? No, I don't have anything that I didn't share with everyone. So that's
Exactly.
a lie.
No, she knows that. She's not saying that you hid it, right? She's saying that you're holding all of those things, and she's holding but one thing, right? So,
But my ask is, why is it a threat that I hold these things?
I don't think it's a threat. I think it's the fact that there was one thing that was clearly hers that she attuned to, and you refused to give it to her. Which
I'm not
like
refusing to give it to
you're
her.
refusing it
I'm
to give it to her
leaving-
for now, right? And she doesn't understand the goodwill, right? Because she just had given something to Tempe, but she does want you guys to sort of move on, right? And she's just asking that Tempe, you have that the bow, and she's asking,
I can't do nothing until I attune to it.
and that's one of the big questions is so who's going to the north and who's going to the south? I know that
I'm heading to the north. I do have magical weapons that I'm attuned to that I can use and help.
All right, and Gloria, you're going to the south, right? So I'm just going to group you guys by the doors, so we have an idea of who's going where. Stefanos, you were going south, I believe.
This is really fair.
Yep, I'm going south.
And Dinjarin, you're going north, right? Are you going to take the way of Tempe, or are you taking the way of where Samuel is?
I'll probably go the way that Samuel was.
All right, so you're going to come around this way?
Yeah, seems easier.
All right. And Samuel, you're next to Samuel now. I'm going to put this party storage away. So the two moves, Tempe, are you going to jump across to the bridge?
Yeah.
That's the only path. All right, so I'll move you onto the bridge. I'm going to have you do yours. And Dinjarin, are you moving across to the bridge?
Yeah, I'll go up near Alexandria and Tempe.
All right, so you got Dinjarin, so you got 1, 2, 3 there, 1, 2, 3 to the south, and as Dinjarin, you sort of leap across. You see, yeah. I'm gonna do a roll for you guys, and then we're gonna end here in just a second here, and it's going to be Dinjarin and Tempe are going to roll an acrobatics.
Oh, acrobatics.
Yep, and it's beating a 10. Actually, no. I think it's more stable now. I'm going to just a 7 this time. And I'm going to hit start epic roll. Right, and roll within the epic roll.
Roll.
Oh, maybe not.
So Tempe, you jump across no problem. Dinjarin, roll a d20. I'm sorry, roll a d10. You're on fire right now.
Stop, drop, and roll. It worked for me.
Wait, oh, that's a D12. How do I remove?
You have to delete it.
Yeah. Where's the D10?
I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
Oh, there it is.
Okay, see,
It still says 1.
you have to highlight it and delete it. It's just adding it to your chat.
No, it is out of the chat. It's just it keeps the 1 above the dice.
Oh, just click a different
I'll
die
see
and see what
that.
happens.
All right, there we go.
All right, so Dinjarin, you take 4 points of fire damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're no longer on fire. You've doused yourself out. And as you leap across and join your friends, you look back and you see that Samuel's heading south. So he doesn't trust you very much. You can tell, right? Like there's of all of the people, he seems to trust you the least. And is that everybody?
I think that's everybody.
All right, so I'm gonna get everybody.
Smart,
I'm gonna move aligned here. So there's 3 heading north, and 3 heading south. I'm sorry, there's 4 heading south. I'm just gonna get you guys onto the stairs, and go from there. Seem fair enough? So when we next play, we have a lot. You guys did a lot today. So when we next play, you guys have defeated the golem. You've extinguished the 4 eyes of these skulls and have found at least 2 mysterious gems. There's a lot of infighting going on between Alexandria and Glory. They're chiseling away in the trust. Alexandria can't understand why Glory, given Alexandria's her self-perceived good deeds, cannot hand her back what is rightfully hers and she's attuned to, and Glory can't understand why Alexandria is upset that they have not yet exchanged that dagger, and sees no problem with her sort of holding a lot more of the Baphomet stuff right in her inventory. But each of them, they each have a gem, right? So at least there's some interesting divides there. 3 of you are heading north. 3 of you are heading south. Samael is heading with the southernmost group, because of some clear distrust with Dinjarin, or perhaps he thinks the team to the south needs more help. Who can say? And we'll pick up here when next time we play on the Smite Force Chronicles. Any questions or comments?
That was a fun episode.
It was, yeah. Yeah,
That
it
was an
was.
interesting one.
Let me check my inventory one more time, because I dragged that stuff to the party inventory, but I don't know if it
absolutely.
left my inventory.
How do we actually?